2 years ago, participation in city council meetings via Zoom was shut down.
The idea that Zoom is discontinued, I think that that's a fair thing to evaluate. Is it a tech issue or is it a decision that we made? I guess that's what I don't understand.
No, it's a decision, and I think on the heels of the technological meltdown, this decision was made. I was really concerned about some of the things that were said, that people are empowered when they're not here to really attack fellow citizens. I found it quite appalling, if you want my opinion. So I need some direction on, if you want kind of a major, little bit of a, research project, or me to find a lawyer who can do it on crafting the right kind of rules that don't allow that kind of abuse of the system. It looks like to me you can do it under the federal cases, but it's very easy. It's not easy, is it?
Last week, the council once again addressed opening Zoom to allow more public participation.
So it's been the practice of the council for several years to only allow public participation for the people who are in this room. And, it's leaving out people who work in the evenings, who have transportation issues, who have physical limitations that makes it hard for them to be here. Many local cities and jurisdictions have provided for some means of remote public participation, and I am aware that some of our neighbors to the north have had to pull back on that a little bit because there's been bad actors. But despite the potential for misuse, I think there is a real benefit for allowing more voices to be heard and more residents to help inform the decisions that we make here. And I'll just add in my last point that, we don't have to be talking about Zoom specifically or similar type technologies. We could explore the options of, live moderated commenting on our live stream, or allowing for email write-in comments that could be read in some fashion or added to the minutes in some fashion here, or leveraging the tools from the GoGov app that we're going to be rolling out here soon. So tonight I'm asking my colleagues if they'd be willing to explore opening up our meetings to the public who can't be here, but we still want to hear from.
Well, last week, both Modesto and Ceres had to shut down their Zooms because of hate speech. Anti-Semitic, bigoted speech. Both Councilmember Menez and I, when we first got onto council, we were both on Zoom only, and then no member of the public could be in the chambers. They were just Zoom. It was very difficult to conduct meetings that way. You are much more able to be rude and argumentative and disrespectful when you're talking on the phone and you're not face-to-face. The County Board of Supervisors doesn't do Zoom. The Turlock School Board doesn't do Zoom. TID doesn't do it. Planning Commission doesn't do it. Neither the state of California nor the federal government does it. I just don't feel like it's something that we can do. We've already had to shut down one meeting because Zoom did not work for us. And I just don't believe that right now, until we have a better IT system and we get a little more clarification as to how we can shut down hate speech, I just don't see us being able to do it.
Last time, I agree with what Vice Mayor said. When we first got on council, we were here till midnight, and people would dogpile on meetings, and then we would find out after the fact that they don't even live here. They're from the Bay Area. It was crazy. It was really tough to get through. So I would say I'm not interested personally in entertaining this.
And I want to just point out that, I'm sensitive to the fact that this is a business meeting. This is the city of Turlock getting together to do our business. This is also the forum, the easiest forum, the only forum for people to come and access their government, because it's hard to go to Sacramento and go to a hearing in the federal government. Forget it. Right? We've had some technical difficulties with you thus far, but there's other technologies, there's other things we can do. I'm just asking for us to open the door a little bit wider, because there's people out there that want to participate that can't. They can't be here, and they should have access as well.
They have had 2 years to address these issues, but haven't. What does that tell us about their true intentions? This chart shows the adjournment times for 40 regular council meetings Moniz and Franco participated in. Zoom was used for the first 20 meetings. As can be seen, the longest meetings happened after the use of Zoom was ended. An analysis of the meeting times show an average increase of only 8 minutes when Zoom was used. 2 years ago, promises were made by Pam Franco and echoed by Rebecca Moniz.
Communication between the community and the council is a fundamental duty of a district's representative. Involving the community in the how and why of decision-making is critical for our community. We need the people, we need you involved, participating and to feel welcome engaging with your elected representatives. My goal is to see the people of Turlock re-engage in the decision-making process.
Public comment at council meetings were shortened from 5 to 3 minutes. Zoom or other means of public interaction during council meetings not explored. Promised workshops about homelessness and roads never happened. Public input on how to spend $15.8 million in ARPA funds ignored. No district town hall meetings held. And the list goes on. How does any of this help achieve the stated goal of seeing the people of Turlock re-engage in the decision-making process? Email your comments to the mayor and your city council representative.